Welcome to Soulful Sundaze. Soulful Sundaze. I am Lena Anthony, your host. I am sitting here with my beautiful co-host, Judy Johnson.
Hello.
And Ty French.
Hello.
We are here. It's Sunday.
Yay!
And we are bringing you soul-inspired conversations around the island and the kitchen. What a better way to talk about things and life from our soul, from our heart to yours. So let's share, let's journey together, and let's talk about passion versus purpose.
My favorite.
My favorite.
But first, champagne.
Champagne, yes.
You know I can't reach it. Delicious. Cheers, ladies.
Cheers. Soulful Sunday.
Clink, clink.
All right, so
Passion
where we're
versus
going.
Purpose. That's a big one.
It's huge.
Yeah.
I always struggle with passion versus purpose because I feel like my art is my purpose, but I'm so passionate about it.
Well, what does passion and what does purpose mean?
So to me, or
You want to go?
to me, yes, because and this is not a Webster, Oxford dictionary. This is just me, right? Okay, layman's term, how it's in my brain and how it comes out.
Okay.
So passion is something in which you are so excited about that you have to attain it because that excitement is so overbearing and you won't be satiated until you get it. That's passion. When it's whatever that thing is for you, it's that thing you have to do it because you think it's going to feel good or you just don't know what's going to happen. It's just you want it so bad. It's an excitability with it and a little bit of impulsivity too. I think purpose is when you do something or want to use what you have or your story or anything that you do. If it's your art, you use that to help someone, to put it in the world, to make it mean something so that when you're gone, that thing is still there. What you change, what you fix is still there. So that purpose is what you're here for and sometimes it's not pretty, where passion can be. It's, it's bubbly, it's fun, it's pretty. But purpose can be doing things you don't even want to do, but you have to do. Going through the trenches. Kind of thing.
I agree. That's a great definition for passion. And passion for me it's a desire. It's something that we kind of like, as kids, it's one of those like when I grow up, I want to do this. I want to, be an actor. That's passion. I want to be an actor. But what is your purpose? Your purpose is something that you were gifted from God. It's a talent that was birthed from God. And your purpose in life is what are you going to do to benefit others. Your purpose isn't about you. Your purpose is to benefit others. Passion, that's sometimes about you. It's your desire. And then purpose, that God-given gift, that God-given talent, that's how we are to benefit the world. So that's the difference.
To piggyback off of both of y'all, which I completely agree on, I recently said that I want to live at the intersection where passion and purpose collide.
Absolutely.
So I think that passion is the fuel that drives you in life. And I think that purpose is the thing that ignites that fire.
Yeah.
So however it comes together, it's out external and internal. And I'm speaking from a place of really trying to identify, fine-tuning what is what. Because I'm like, this is what passion. No, that's what purpose. Zigzagging. And I'm trying to figure out, okay, forget trying to put them in separate boxes. I want to figure out how do I live where both overlaps each other.
I tell a lot of my friends or other spirit-led sisters when we talk about this topic, passion and purpose, if you mix the two, fire erupt. And it becomes power. So if you can have passion and purpose, you have power.
Woo! I like that.
When you're walking in life, when we're us as, you know, women of God, as women of color, as women in the industry, as, you know, just trailblazers, you can't have one and not the other.
Right.
Because if you want to walk in power, if you want to walk in authority, you need both.
Right.
Because passion, it comes with determination. It comes with motivation. It comes with drive and tenacity. And purpose, that's when you're in purpose, because, again, it's that God-given talent that God gives you, and then you're able to navigate everything. It's so easy because now you're in purpose. Like a lot of times, you know, as entertainers, we come out here and we're like, oh, my purpose is to be an actor. No, what's your real purpose? Just to be on TV? Because being an actor, sometimes it's just to be on TV and to take pictures and for fame. But the purpose is to be a storyteller, to tell stories, to really help people, to change lives. That's the real purpose.
Should be. It should be the purpose. Some people's purpose is to just be a star.
But then how far do they go?
Right, it just depends.
You know what's funny? I think that people, you know, however they start out on the journey, they're going to, in Jamaica we say, buck up.
Buck up?
Buck up. You're going to buck up to your goals and your purpose.
Buck up.
But you're going to hit that wall where that's where your passion is. For example, I decided to act because I wanted to pay the bills. I just wanted a quality life that I can give to my daughters. A quality life that I can travel the world and explore things in a way that I could tell stories along the way. But in that, acting isn't necessarily my passion. Again, I enjoy it. I love it. I do like to work and do it. I mean, cast myself if I have to. But at the end of the day, my goal was to just pay the bills. How do you help someone identify what is their passion? Like, how did you learn, oh, this is my passion, this is what I'm definitely about?
That's a good question. I think when I started writing, and I remember, the earliest I remember writing, I was in 6th grade, and we had to write a book. And I remember being so involved. You know, usually kids aren't that excited about schoolwork. And so I realized there was something more here with writing. I'm like, I'm passionate about it, and I want to do it all the time. And that's, to me, I identified it because I wanted to do it all the time. I would lock myself in the room. My parents literally thought I was antisocial, and I'm the most social person you probably could ever meet, but I would just lock myself in my room and just create. I just wanted to create. And so to me, I identified that as passion because there's nothing else I'd rather be doing, you know? But even to speak to you, how you're saying that intersection of purpose and passion, and I love how you say it equals power, but I think if we're passionate about our purpose, that's how we get to that power.
Yeah, exactly.
And sometimes, as I said, it's not always pretty what our purpose is, but if we can become passionate about that, then it's on fire.
Yeah.
You're on fire.
We just got to remember that everything in life serves a purpose.
Yeah.
So you being passionate about writing, what's the purpose of you writing?
Right.
You know what I mean? There's a purpose for everything. Our life, we were gifted this life for a purpose. So it's just, if you don't have that, if you don't understand that concept, then you'll never understand your purpose in life. Because, you know, for me, coming out to LA, well, not even coming out to LA, I remember as a child, I would look at TV shows, like my favorite movie was Clueless, right? Because I would look at Clueless and say, oh my gosh, Mom, how do they have palm trees and like she has like this massive closet of clothes, and I was like, that's how I want to live. So my passion was like, honestly, at the young age, it was like I wanted to live better than how I live now. That was a passion for me. Now, how I was going to get there, I didn't know. I didn't know. But I also realized as going through life, going through middle school and high school, and as a preteen and adult, what I was so good at was helping people. Because I saw that I wanted better. I could look at someone and say, you deserve better, or you could have better. And I realized, wow, I do like acting. I do like what I see on TV. But when I became an actor coming to LA, I realized my purpose wasn't just acting. My purpose is to help people. My purpose is to serve, empower someone else to have a better life, to have a better mentality. That is my purpose.
So let me say this, Zena, because recently, and I'm a witness, so I will testify. Recently, you stepped into power of helping people, just like you said, where you went on social media and Lena
but I wouldn't say recently because it started at a young age, just in a different way.
Well, when I identified,
yeah.
when I was able to say,
media.
oh, there's something unique, there's something different, and Lena would minister by purpose.
So my organization is called Platform for Purpose, and I basically empower people to find their purpose through Jesus.
Now, what I want to ask, because this is going to liberate me, when you decided that, you know what, I have a social platform that speaks to thousands of people, I'm going to use this platform and actually speak to them in a way that you've never done in the past. How did you decide to say, I'm going to use this for this purpose?
I'm going to be honest. It was, okay, so for me, I don't like social media. So I will tell you, social media is a blessing and a curse.
Absolutely, 100% I agree.
Shameless plug, @ Lena Anthony, @
Platform for Purpose.
Judy Johnson, but but we don't like social media.
At Picture City.
Seriously, I don't like social media. I don't how it defines you. I don't like how people go on there and
perpetrate.
Seriously,
flossing on slossing.
Seriously, I feel like people come on social media and they're a social media star, but then when you look behind social media, it's so many more layers of like what is their real identity. I'm always trying to find the best in somebody or trying to find someone to bring out the God in them. Who are you really? And for me, I went through a couple years where I was feeding myself, getting into the Word and, studying the Word and just praying and seeking God. And I remember God telling me, I have given you a platform. I need you to use it for a purpose. And when I heard it, I was like a platform. I didn't get it. I was like, okay, what does that mean? And he showed me my social media. I ain't got that many followers, but it takes one person. You are one person away from changing the world.
Yeah.
So, and I saw so many people like being beauty influencers and being, athletic influencers and all kinds of
tummy tea.
Girl, all kinds of stuff. But it was like, are we really feeding these people?
Yeah.
Like, are we really helping people grow? Or are we showing them a microwave version of what they can be?
Right.
So I started feeding myself with the Word, and what I was learning, it was changing my life. So I said, okay, I empowered myself through God. Let me empower the people, because there's so many people that are going through the same things that, we go to RCJC ministry, and I've learned just from studying under him that when you see a problem, you are the solution.
So when you identify a
right.
problem.
So I realized, like, I'm wasting my time scrolling on these pages. Like, I'm not being fed. I'm not learning anything. Let me put out something that might help people, because this has helped me. So I use my platform for a purpose, and that is why I started my nonprofit Platform for a Purpose. And now I'm hosting speaking engagements. I'm having conferences. I'm motivating children to be women, like young girls to be women. And, I'm raising a young boy to become a man, by helping him discover his passion so that he can walk into his purpose.
That's beautiful. I mean, that's beautiful, because again, the social media thing is it serves a purpose. It does.
Let's talk about that. Social media.
Oh,
What
gosh.
about it?
How does it drive you?
But before we get into that, and this might tie in, I just want to talk a little bit about how, when I discovered my passion of writing and how it turned into my purpose when I started writing stage plays. And I didn't write them with anything in mind, just other than to entertain people, put it out on stage, put it out in the world. And I realized that it turned into my purpose, and there was some power when, after certain plays, audience members would come up to the stage and say, "Can I pray with you?" That just healed me, what I saw.
Yeah. Wow.
And when they use the word heal, and someone said, one of my shows, which I thought was very dark, the one you were in, it's called Phoenix.
Yes,
they were like,
guys, I was in her play. It was my first play in LA, and I killed it.
Yes. But people, I'm thinking it's a very dark play, and very quickly it deals with the topic of suicide. I'll just say that, just give you kind of a blanketed synopsis, but people were saying after watching that, I'm thinking it's dark, people are going to be like, whoa, you know, but they said that made me take an inventory on my life.
Wow.
When someone told me that, it made me rethink how I'm using what I'm doing.
Wow.
It went beyond entertainment, beyond a passion for me. And so now when I write something, even a show you saw recently, it's called Pound Cake. It was a funny comedy, but people still felt like they got something from it because of certain things that we did.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of what I do. I use that as my platform to drive my purpose, to heal people, bring people together. Every play, people want to come and either talk to me or pray with me.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that that is so beautiful,
That's so beautiful.
because it's beyond me. You know, so now social media.
But that's the thing. Your purpose is bigger than you.
Yes.
And I always tell people, if you aren't benefiting others, then you're not serving a purpose. Because this life that we get, this once in a lifetime life that we felt, that we take for granted, we don't realize that, again, it's once in a lifetime. And if we're not serving a greater purpose, if we're not leaving a legacy, if we're not telling stories that can change us and change society and change our children's children, then we're wasting our time. We're not in purpose.
I gotta say, the light bulb is going off in my head. I don't know about y'all, but the light bulb is going off for me to ask the question, how do I serve others? I mean, because acting, okay, I get a role and I'm telling a story. Of course, that helps, but really, how am I helping others? And I have to take an inventory. I have to do an assessment to really identify. Because Pierre, my husband, he has a nonprofit, Peggy Beatrice Foundation, where we serve the homeless community, and we also have adopted elementary school and a women transitional home. And yes, that is serving, but I feel as if I've joined in his crusade and helping what he's already established and what he's doing. But I really do, I mean, I challenge it to all of, not y'all are, they're helping more than enough, but whether it's to you, but for me, I definitely have to really ask the question, have I been helpful?
And you can really, if people don't know their purpose or don't know how they can serve others, you go back into your life and say, what did I need when I was 9, when I was 10, when I was 15, when I was 21?
Oh my God.
What is something that you needed that maybe your parents couldn't give you? And I'm not even talking monetarily. I'm not even talking even love. And if that's the thing. But what is a thing that as a kid you were like, gosh, if I had that? Like your platform for purpose makes me think of when I see you, when I watch the videos, I'm like, she's talking to her younger self.
Yeah, I am.
Truly. And she's finding healing through that. And in turn, she's healing others. So I think when you get stumped, you know, about how am I helping others or how can I help others, just start with that. I think that would help.
Solutions.
You needed. And it's okay because you're married to your husband and he has a nonprofit, because you're tethered to that's fine too. There could be a part of that you can take and say, hey, I'm going to do an arts branch, an arts branch, you know, where we're feeding the homeless. Maybe I can take some homeless children and like do a quick thing. I don't know if that's it. I'm not just trying to give you ideas, but I'm saying it could be tethered to that, your purpose.
But your purpose, because God sent him to you, right? And now you joined into his organization, into his purpose.
In a union recognized by God.
Thank you, exactly. It's a spirit-led union. So you're walking in purpose by serving your husband as your husband served others. Now you're serving, you're helping. His purpose became your purpose. My platform for purpose is my husband's platform for purpose.
That's beautiful.
You know, we do it together. And just want to touch on what she said. You are not truly healed until you can talk about the healing.
Yes.
If you can't talk about it, if you can't be transparent, then you're not healed. So now you do have to go back and self-evaluate and figure out, okay, how do I get free from this? How do I get healed so that I can teach people how I got healed, and then they can now they can learn and do it themselves, and now they can teach another person. That's why I say you're one person away from changing the world, because it's a trickle-down effect. You know?
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. I mean, it is an eye-opening question, because again, the passion and purpose intersection, I'm like, Lord, please align it, because you want to live in your purpose.
Absolutely.
You also want your purpose to be able to pay the. Am I lying?
No.
Because if I can do what I feel purpose led to, and know that yes, I can have the quality lifestyle, the experience of traveling the world and seeing exotic beaches and eating all foods from all walks of life. No, I'm serious, and I don't know if that makes me vain because that's something that I want to experience.
Not at all.
So maybe you're just a world traveler.
There you go. Or maybe you could start a travel company.
Seriously, how about that?
Did you hear about like Black Travel Fest? There's this shameless plug or free plug. I don't even know you guys, but I heard of you.
No, sponsored plug.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yes, hey, hit us up for sponsorship. But Black Travel Fest, they gather, I guess, this group of a collective of Black people. I don't know if it's just women. I think it's people, and they travel the world. They just went to Bali, I think, 2-3 months ago. Now they're going to Morocco, and so that's whatever Black Travel Fest. That's their ministry or their purpose. Or like we're getting Black people who otherwise aren't educated enough on how to get a travel agent or how to book this or that. You know what I mean? Some people don't know how to do that, especially if they have limited funds or they don't have the resources or the capacity. This kind of company helps them to travel the world. And even if you're by yourself, you can hop on a plane. They have everything worked out. So it's not vain. The reason I'm saying this.
Well, it's to be continued because I did say I want to take y'all to Jamaica.
Oh yeah, we're there. Oh, well, I went for my honeymoon, but I want to go back.
And you certified yourself Jamaican. Remember? She's like, yeah, mama, come on.
Definitely Jamaican.
I had a bad experience.
What?
I didn't enjoy Jamaica. I did not. I did. I went for a wedding.
I apologize on behalf of the.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I accept it. No, but I didn't have a good time because we went to Jamaica for a wedding back in 2015, and we had to stay where the wedding was happening as an all-inclusive resort. And the food was subpar. It was very touristy.
Okay, you have to leave.
And that's what I heard. If you go to Ocho Rios or you go to different places.
We went to Negril.
We went to Negril and we just ate at Negril, but it was so funny. It was interesting. Yeah. But I just I didn't connect with it. And I was like, I would have to either come back with a better experience or not.
I got you, girl.
Well, she's the world traveler.
Yes.
So she will help you for your next.
Amen.
You know what? I received that because there's projects in the pipeline that allows us to. This is why I love Pierre. I love Pierre because he's like, you know what? We should find a way to find the things that we want to experience and pay ourselves to go do it. And it's very true because when it comes to traveling the world, when it comes to finding the passion and the purpose, when it comes to all these things, I want to live a full life. And in that full life, I want to make sure that I've poured everything out, every purpose, everything that God has purposed me to do, I want to do it. So I definitely receive the world traveler.
Yes.
I feel like your passion drives your purpose. Whatever it is you're passionate about, like those desires that's in your heart, God honors those.
Yes.
So like my desire was to be an actor, right? But I knew that there was something bigger. I was like, okay, this is cool being on set 12, 13 hours.
Hurry up and wait.
The after effect is good when
Yes.
we're watching the movie, when we're receiving these awards.
Red carpet,
but honestly, when
functions.
you're on set, it ain't really fun.
No, at all.
Yes, I love being an actor, but I realized, I will be honest, this year, I found myself getting more fulfilled and just enjoying speaking engagements so much more than being on set.
Wow.
Because it's an instant gratification.
Yeah.
You are healing people from conversation. You are delivering people from brokenness and strongholds. And I got so much more fulfillment. And I realized, wow, this is the real purpose. That's how I know, I'm passionate about being an actor, a producer, all of those other things. But my purpose is to be those things so that I can tell stories, so that I can have the platform and the influence to be able to allow people to receive.
That's interesting. That's real interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, coming from Philly, and I know you were born here. We're in LA, y'all. We're in LA.
We're East Coast, girl.
We're East Coast. I grew up on the East Coast. But I'm from Jamaica, and it was interesting to see my family leave one country to come to the next to start a whole new life. But I commend them. I commend them for identifying a need and wanting a different future for their family, for our family, and setting sails, so to speak. How do we encourage people to move? Not necessarily move from whatever state you're in to another state, but get up and move to do the thing that makes you purpose-led or passion-led.
I'm going to just shoot it to you straight. Be bold and courageous. Because guess what? If you want your life different, you are the only person to make it different.
You want something different, you got to do something
what's
different.
That? This might sound real cliche.
What?
Remember that, was it the Sister Act song? If you want to be somebody,
I'm not gonna
if
sing.
you want to go somewhere,
I'm not gonna sing.
you better wake up and pay attention.
Right. Wake up, pay attention.
It sounds cliche, but it's real.
It's real. Now, I don't want the viewers to get mad because I know we started the question of social media.
Yes,
with passion and purpose. So I don't want them to get mad. I want to drive back to that.
So let's talk about social media and let's talk about. So recently there was a blogger who put out a message, and he talked about purpose. He talked about there are quote unquote these women or men who call themselves influencers, and they were putting out like beauty campaigns or you know just whether it was athletic stuff or whatever, flat tummy tea, whatever it was. He made a great point on what are you really influencing and like what is your purpose behind these messages, these videos? Like, are you really helping people? Is these messages really benefiting people? You know, because our purpose is to be intentional when we give back to the world. We have to make sure that we are giving a purpose. We have to make sure we're serving a purpose. And if we're not, then what are we doing? Is it just self-value, self-fulfillment? So, I mean, did you guys see that video?
I didn't see the video.
I didn't see it floating
I saw the video, and I mean, it touched a topic that I think a lot of people we kind of touch it, but we kind of don't, because social media has helped a lot of people make a lot of money.
They have,
and a lot of products are being able to. What I call it, like you cut up the corporate and you go straight to the mom and pop shop. But in that, though, we are able to have a platform that we can really serve. And on a corporate note, y'all, companies are really, they have multi-million dollars for marketing. But instead of spending that money on marketing, they'll give you $500 to push your product. But overall, is that platform being served, you know, in the capacity that you are living in your purpose? I think that's when it struck a chord with me, because I don't think I have a lot of followers. To the next person it is, to the next person it isn't. Right. But I'm challenged too to ask, well, what am I doing? How many selfies do I have on my page, and how many random pictures do I have on my page? And I have to really take an assessment to see whether or not I'm living in purpose, even on that platform.
Right. Because what you put on social media is a reflection of you. It is. So even if you don't think that's what you're giving out, that's what people are receiving. And I have a quick story about social media. Years ago, when it started taking off, you know, you take pictures of yourself, and for whatever reason, selfies, before they were even called selfies, right?
Right.
Taking pictures. A picture of myself. And, you know, you're having fun, decorating your page and all this and all that. And some of my friends were like, oh my God, you're so vain. And I have never been in that same definition, like in the, you know, I was like vain. And they're like, look at how many pictures of yourself. And I had to take inventory. I was like, oh, I was just taking it because I just took it. I wasn't taking it because I think I'm cute, or I just wanted to post something, and I posted myself. And that really made, now I'm on my page, or everything I post, I'm like, let me make sure that doesn't look vain, or let me make sure that I'm representing my brand, my purpose, who I am. Social media is huge in that, and I think people get it misconstrued, especially with like that video, even though I didn't see it, but you guys gave me a little bit about it. When you talk about what are people influencing, and a lot of things that I see that come up as ads or celebrities, they're pushing, like you said, the flat tummy tea or things like that. A lot of it is aligned with vanity. Because people, that's why they called it a selfie. And that's why there's hashtag selfie, because people are so self-obsessed, even if they're not where they want to be. They look at what they want on social media. You know, whichever celebrity, whichever person, whoever, and they're like, I want that.
And
so whatever they do, I want. Right.
On social media, you can be that, because there's so many apps.
No place else.
There's an app.
There's a program.
There's a There's a shake.
Let me say this then, because I do have a story where, way back in the beginning of social media, where struggling with purpose and struggling with passion and all these things, I remember I posted something and I immediately had to take it down. Y'all forgive me. I posted a video of me crying. Mm-hmm. It was attention getting. You know, I needed something. I needed something from the world. I needed somebody to tell me it was going to be okay. Everything was all right. But for whatever reason, not knowing the power that I had within my own self, even if it was a dark time or a dark moment, I was looking to the world to give me something, to give me validation, to tell me that I was okay, to show me that I had purpose in me. Yeah. And I took that sucker down to something. I was like, what kind of fool post something of
and I see that a lot. And I'm like, who is saying, I'm sad right now, I'm crying. Let me post this.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
But that goes back to identity.
It does. It does.
Because what's the purpose of this?
Right. But I love that you identified the purpose. You said, I wanted the world to tell me it was okay or it's not that bad or, you know what I mean? You identified that. Most people don't even take that. They don't have that filter. They don't have that process to say, let me take this down. If you're on social media and you have a second thought, like, should I post this? Whatever you're about to post, whether it's a selfie, whatever, you probably shouldn't post it. You probably shouldn't. If you have that thought, or if you did post it, you're like, should I take it down? If you have that thought, take it down. Why not? Because it means there's something not pure about it. And here's the thing about social media. It's a great thing, and it's also a thing that we can kind of cling to. So it's not that we are against social media. As you heard, we all have handles. I've got about 3 pages because I'm an entrepreneur and then I'm myself. But here's the thing. Social media, especially Instagram, when it started, the founders intended this medium to be for families who were long distances, cross country or beyond, you know, overseas. They were supposed to be able to share pictures and experiences to one another. So that is the intent. That is the actual intent of what Instagram was supposed to be. Now it's been hijacked as Van Brown, very, 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 very powerful man with his words. Van Brown said it's been hijacked, you know, and turned into something else. Now I use a different word. I said it's been perverted and changed and twisted into what we've made it. You know, we have all these memes. It's our own culture on social media.
It's a life.
It's a life. So there's nothing wrong with it, but it's who you are. If you are the person that is, hey, I like the way I look, this is who I am. If that's you, that's fine. Post what you post, but be consistent. I
just think that we as whoever we are, I think everybody serves a purpose in life. And I think that we should be more conscious of what we're putting out. Because when you put these things out, we have to know that it's not just laying on the surface of Instagram or Facebook. It's on Google and it's on, it goes, and you can never get it back.
Right.
And never, even if you delete it, you can never get it back.
Even if you outgrow what you thought.
So that's
preach.
But this is just our opinion. We're not telling you guys what to do. Do what you want, but we just want to make sure that what's your why? Like, what's the reason behind you posting certain things or promoting certain things? Because you can promote whatever you want. You can be a brand ambassador for a tea line or whatever. We're not saying there's anything wrong with it, but let's just walk in purpose more. Because God intended everyone. He said, before I formed you, I knew you. I created you for a purpose. So what is our purpose? What is our why? We are existed here for a purpose. So let's figure it out and let's use it for good, and let's make sure that we are influencing the world in the right way and shining the right light.
And mind you, there's people for everyone. So those people that do post those things that you might not like or you might not care for, or me, there is a whole crowd, a crew of people that are for that exact thing. So it's okay. If that's your truth, live in your truth, because your truth will lead you to your purpose.
I gotta say that because we're on the topic of social media and our purpose and our passion, we are connected. We're connected to each other. We influence and we encourage each other. We inspire each other and we deter each other, honestly. But at the end of it, I remember Les Brown said, you know, whatever you do in life, you wanna come in a way that you're impacting. Social media is your way to be impactful. So whether you're promoting, whether you're sharing, whether it's a family picture, just really assess how are you impacting who you're connected to.
But again, like she said, the founders created to just be like a scrapbook for for people across the country, for families to share their stories, their videos, and their experiences and journeys through life. So now that it is a platform, because it's not just social media anymore. It's not just a fun, let me post a picture today. This platform is now a purposeful platform. So in my opinion, I think we should use it for good. I think that we should use it to serve others, to benefit others.
Yeah. So I challenge you watching, if you are on social media, which I'm sure is all of you, find out the reason why you're on there and make it clear. Find your purpose. Just in social media, you have a whole nother purpose in life as well, but if that's tied to your social media, if that's who you are, be true to that and stick to that. Be consistent. And also know that, I remember one of you guys were saying, we're connected. Judy said we're connected. And you think, I have, 10,000 followers. Only 10,000 people are going to see this. Oh, no. I know about me. I have a whole bunch of friends and family members that if I see something funny or questionable or silly, inbox. So people that don't even follow you are going to know who you are. So represent yourself in the best way that you can.
And that is the reason why Soulful Sundaze was created, because this was an idea birthed from God. And he said, I've given you a platform. I want you to use it for purpose. So when he gave me this idea, I said, okay, how am I supposed to help people? How am I supposed to empower or inspire people? I know that my purpose is to bring soulful conversations inspired by God. So that is our purpose. Our purpose is to shine some light into this world. Our purpose is to shine some light on these platforms so that we can essentially be better people for each other. So that we can walk in alignment what our God-given gifts and talents is.
Amen. Let's toast to that.
Let's toast to that.
And hit it one more time with people. If you want to be somebody.
If you want to go somewhere. Then better wake up and pay attention.
No, we're not singers, so don't judge us.
I can't hit that note.
We will see you guys next Sunday. Soulful Sundays. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Bye. Soulful life, soulful God,
soulful.